Top of the morning to you. Welcome to My Steel Can. I'm Dan. It's a beautiful 41 degrees out. A easterly breeze. And the sun hasn't crested the hill, but there is a really, really nice moon set there. That looks phenomenal. That looks spectacular. I'll shut up here and let you enjoy the silence. Alright, so in my quest to secure some material to finish the gate on the fence posts, I was going to take the day off and go to the scrapyard and then see what kind of scrap was available to build a gate. But then I had to go down to the folks' place, and I said, well, let me take a look on Craigslist, see if anybody's got anything. And sure enough, boom, 3-inch box steel, 1/4 inch, 4 8.5-foot lengths, and 3 20-foot lengths, although I cut one to 10-foot. So now I just have to unload them by myself, because the 1/4 inch 3-inch box steel weighs 9.35 pounds per foot. So I assume that 20-footer is close to, let's do the quick math, 20 times 9, 180. Right. So let's see if I can get those off without causing any serious damage. No damage. Woohoo! I did some scrounging around, and I picked up some 3-inch, quarter-inch thick box steel, and I know it's windy, right? For the gate. So I drew out a whole bunch of plans, and I got about 60. I got almost 100 feet in total in that box steel. And then I went to the scrap yard and I picked up some 7/8 rebar. And I had this drawing and this plan and this design. Let me get out of the wind here. Of how I was going to build a gate. At first, I was going to do a 6 feet tall gate by 17 feet. And then I look at it and I'm like, 6 feet is too much. Maybe 5 feet. And I looked at it again. 5 feet is too much. So I decided on a 4 foot. 4 foot high by 17 foot wide gate with the rebar in the middle, creating a grid pattern. So I need to cut that 8.5 inch piece. I know I shouldn't talk with my mouth full. 8.5 foot piece down to 2 3 foot 6 inch pieces. So I'm gonna earplug up, and I brought my respirator because that's a little bit too much metal for me to be breathing in. And then I have two 20-foot sections that got to be cut down to 16 and 5/8 because the hinges that I purchased are 3 3/4 wide. So that makes up for the full 17, I believe. I don't know, is that my math right? Yeah, my math is right. I think it's right. Either way, whatever, I'll make sure it's right when I do it right. So during that hellacious windstorm last week, I lost my stack cover on the Beast. I went looking for it, but it's gone. You would think that it would blow maybe 100 yards, fall to the ground, and then get stuck in a bush, but I couldn't get that lucky. It also blew the posted sign that I had wired to the fence. It rattled it back and forth enough, I guess, where it wore the sign out, and the sign came loose from the rebar wire because the rebar wire is not cut. So anyway, and then I noticed that there was no extracurricular tracks in the area when I came back. So I think that's about the update that I wanted to relay. Wow, top of the morning to you. Look at that. That can't look pretty. Well, apparently 2 days ago I got a piece of debris in my eye and kept washing it, flushing it, washing it, flushing it. Well, finally last night around 9:30 I dislodged whatever was in the eyelid, but it rolled over and now it's stuck in my eyeball. I went to the hospital. and they couldn't get it out. They said, "Oh, you gotta go to an eye doctor. Here's some erythromycin cream." So I spent all that money at the ER, and now I gotta go to find a doctor now that's gonna take me in today, which is like probably impossible. You gotta love it, the forces of nature. Thanks for tagging along. See you later.